Look, in my past few years of selling on Etsy, I've actually been selling on Etsy for 5 years now, which is crazy to say. And in those years, I have found I possess a special set of skills. Why do I sound like that dad from Taken right now? I did not intentionally mean to do that. I do possess a special set of skills, which is finding hidden gem niches on Etsy that outperform basically as far as sales and profit goes. Today I wanted to reveal one that I recently started selling in, and I've actually gotten a few sales in this specific hidden gem gold mine niche. Before I go any further into this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and check out my free print-on-demand crash course down below. If you haven't already checked that out, it's a free course, completely free walkthrough A to Z guide on how to start your own Etsy and print-on-demand business and get your shop integrated with Printify to start today. So outside of that, we're gonna just jump straight into this video, guys. Let's get it. Why did I say let's get it? I never say let's get it. Okay, so we're gonna hop straight into this tutorial. You all know I like to start with my favorite software, favorite Google Chrome extension on my browser. So I'm gonna first and foremost share my screen so you all can see what I'm pointing at right now. But I have the Google Chrome extension called Everbee. You can check it out in the links down below. So what this is a Google Chrome extension that gives me kind of that special vision in a way, and I'm able to see how many sales certain listings on Etsy are getting. I'm able to see search volumes when I'm typing into the search bar on Etsy. To start off, when I found this niche, what's really interesting about this niche is it's kind of hard to find by search bar alone. So the niche has to do with farm animals, specifically the chicken kind of farm animals. So what I found is there is a trend of a lot of chicken lovers, people who may homestead or into free range chickens and farm life. If you haven't heard of the show Farmer Wants a Wife, first of all, highly recommend if you like to watch kind of cringy, I would say, romance TV shows. That's me. Farmer Wants a Wife, ever since that show came out, I saw a trend for chicken lovers and then also just homestead and that type of aesthetic on TikTok. I've seen a lot of influencers that are into that type of niche area, and that's why I'm seeing a huge growth in search volume for chicken lovers. Now, when you go on Etsy, you'll notice there really isn't much search volume. Like when I type into Everbee right now, I have my screen up showing that chicken, we have chicken lover glass cup, 17 monthly searches. In my opinion, I like to see like 500 plus. Chicken supplies, chicken Mother's Day gifts, 100, over 100, so that's decent. Chicken lover gifts though, we have over 600. Now, when I first initially started searching for this, I believe I just typed in what I got was like chicken shirts. So if you just look up like chicken shirts, you still get like over 500 monthly searches, which is still fairly good. And that's what Everbee and the Chrome extension is showing us. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna just go with what Etsy is suggesting with the over 600 monthly searches. I think this is fairly good in my opinion as far as search volumes. When I scroll down on the screen, you'll see the statistics. So we have monthly sales, views, and then we have listing age, conversion rate of each listing that Everbee, the Chrome extension, is showing us. Now, what's really cool is this mug that I have on my screen. You'll see a lot of things blurred, by the way. This is only to protect the IP of sellers. If you all know my story, my shop was essentially kind of copied on YouTube. The copycat culture is very strong, so I try to protect the listings I show. You can do your own research on Etsy with Everbee to pretty much see similar results than what I'm seeing here. But when I'm searching on Everbee, there's a listing that is 1 month old. It has 19 monthly sales, and it is a mug that just has a cottage core type of design and repeated chickens on it, basically. Is chickens a word, by the way? Is that the plural? Chicken? Anyways, not important. This listing has had 40 sales in 1 month, which is really good for a listing. So again, just to show that this is a trending type of search and it's in demand. Even as we approach the J months, which are notoriously the slow months, in my opinion, on Etsy, that I've seen at least. And there's a Chicken Daddies 2025 calendar. Okay, I just want to say it doesn't have sales, but this is hilarious. I don't know whoever made this calendar. We just need to have a moment of silence for them. Wow, look at that. 58 monthly sales on this listing. That's just a very, I would say, cute type of chicken mug. It's just an accent mug and a doodle line art of a chicken. And it's had 973 sales. You know, they're pricing this product at, so the product that they're showing on the listing is not the product or the product they're actually selling for the lowest price. So $13.87 is the lowest price. That's for a ceramic mug, but if a customer wants a black accent mug, it's actually $18.73. So let's talk about pricing. And if we were to compete, let's say we wanted to bring a accent mug. I created this profit calculator to just like give exact like how I would price personally if it were me. And I like to use this to show in YouTube videos what is the estimated profit that you would probably get if you were, let's say, competing in this market and selling in a similar competitive pricing range to other sellers we see on Etsy already. I'm going to change the shipping to 603. So to mention here, if you are on Etsy, you do want your shipping to be at least under $6. You can easily edit that in shipping profiles, just so you know if anyone is looking to do that in the future. So I have the two-tone ceramic mug with district photo. If I go to my price calculator, I like to reverse engineer pricing. So first and foremost, let's talk about what this would look like if we wanted $10 of, let's say, profit per item. Maybe we know we're going to run a 15% off discount. I personally have been experimenting with the 25% off that Etsy recommends. I would maybe recommend doing that. So your price is going to be at retail value, $22.89. Now, this is an optional area. If you know your estimated sales tax rate in your state, this is kind of just a handy dandy tool to see what the customer's paying and what Etsy is charging your customers as well. Again, you could just fill this in as 0 to totally up to you if you have this profit calculator. By the way, I do sell this on my website. In the links down below. If you're ever curious on anything that I use in these videos, it's all in the links down below. I also get discount codes in free trials that partners and different softwares will give me to link down below. So just know, get the discounts if you can. So what the minimum listing price I price this before a discount is $22.89 to get $10 of profit per mug that we sell. Now, let's say we want to be a little bit more competitive and have $5 of profit. What that would look like, the minimum listing price would have to be $15.51. Let's say in a alternate universe, we were the seller. We were selling 58 mugs a month at $18.73, and we were using our print-on-demand supplier and provider. For this, I'm going to just put this at 0 right now. And I'm also going to zero this out because, again, this is something we just don't know at this time as far as the sales tax rates. So estimated profit per item the seller would be making is $11.45, which is 46% profit margin. That is incredible. We're going to do times the 58 monthly sales, $664 a month. The seller is, we're guesstimating making. That's really incredible. So now that we have an idea of what is actually selling on Etsy right now and doing our market research, I want to go into Kittl and create a design and then also take that to Printify and show the process A to Z on how this would look like if we were going to list. Let's get into Kittl. If you haven't already used Kittl, I want to introduce you to the software because it is my favorite go-to print-on-demand software to recommend to people because not only does it have done for for you templates. Now, given with Etsy's house policies, you should always edit templates to make it your own, such as changing colors, changing fonts, different graphics. But what's really nice about Kittl is it also has AI, and it actually has some really neat AI integrated programs with it. We're going to be using Kittl today, and I just wanted to show a few different templates that you can use with Kittl on my screen here. So what's really neat is that not only is Kittl kind of expanding with their different templates that you can use, but they also are expanding as far as like social media assets, different things that you can create outside of just designs. So if you want to use this for maybe branding and social media, like this example I have on the screen of this style drop template, again, that's kind of the plus and the advantage of Kittl is you can take your designs and your mock-up photos that you create. So as far as different types of templates that you can use, what I personally like to do in these videos is I like to just create my own template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on new project here, and I'm going to go back to Printify. So when it comes to print providers, I personally have used District Photo in the past in selling mugs. So I'm going to be using them today in this video. I'm going to go to District Photo here. I'm going to click Start Designing. So what you'll notice that's a little bit unique about mugs and mug designs is you can actually print on both sides. This is a very stretched out horizontal canvas, so to speak. So what I like to do when I'm creating designs is either I like to do either a square ratio for my design and duplicate it and put it on both sides of the mug. I personally just like double-sided mugs. I think it's nice for our left-hand friends and our right-handed friends because it kind of is at least a, in my opinion, inclusive type of mug for our customers. As far as this design today goes, I'm not actually going to create my canvas to be 2,475 by the 1155. What I'm going to create it as instead is 2,500 by 2,500. And we can also upscale this later and export at a higher ratio if we want. But for now, I'm just going to start with a square dimension. However, if I'm doing like a pattern design of any sort, then typically I'm going to use the canvas that it recommends, right? That 2,475 by the 1,155. Now on our canvas. So what I notice is a lot of punny chicken phrases are what's kind of trending on Etsy, which I love. What I'm going to do for our design today is show a AI design feature that is inherently in Kittl. So if you go to the side, there's this Kittl AI area. And what I want to do is I would like to make a t-shirt design that has a punny chicken phrase. That's what I'm noticing that just really does well on Etsy. So I'm going to put punny chicken lover design. So I'm just going to do this. Now you can select the colors you would like. For me, I feel like I just want black. I don't know. I feel like black and white designs. It looks nice on the accent mugs. You can also select a style here. So this is where it gets really, really fun. Personally, I would say like vintage. I feel like vintage is my more aesthetic, or like retro. We'll try the vintage and then we'll try it again and do maybe the retro just to see what it creates. This is interesting, okay? Modern. We're gonna do modern. I like retro, but I wanna do modern for this just because I just feel like it might make more sense. These are actually really cool designs it created, but I'm not fully like happy with the colors, which is something we can fix, right? This is all fixable things. This is just to give us an idea. So Cluckville, Kentucky. Is that an actual place though? So anyways, punny chicken lover. I'm going to take off the color and let it do anything, okay? We're going to see what it creates. I should put punny quote for chicken lover though. That's what I should have done. As far as the next one we have, eggs can't buy happiness, but it's cracking our yolk. You know, it tried. It tried, and that's what matters. So I'm going to pull up our friend ChatGPT because sometimes we just need it, okay? We need help. So what I'm going to write is create a punny quote to go on a mug that is a gift for a chicken lover. I'm going to put, maybe create 5 punny quotes because I feel like sometimes the first one is not always the best one, okay? Existential clucking crisis. You're the coop to my crazy. Oh, that's like a significant other type of chicken lover quote. That's kind of cute. I kind of like this cluck off, I'm sipping. So maybe I'll put off. So since this is on a mug, this really isn't going to do as well as far as the design colors. So I'm gonna fix this and kind of edit this around, and then we'll go from there as far as what else we're gonna do with this design. So I'm going to delete this. I am also going to remove the texture. We're just going to remove that. The chicken, I'm not the happiest with. I feel like we could have a better chicken. No offense to this chicken, but I am going to look up different chickens. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute little chick. Oh my goodness. I feel like, okay. So it did change my orientation too. I want to note that. I bet people are probably like, okay, Heather, you said square ratio and you're not doing a square ratio. So we're going to fix this. I'm going to do 2,500 by 2,500. I'm going to enlarge this here. So it's really just clicking, holding down, and then pulling on the keypad. I'm also going to delete these other AI creations because they did not make the cut, okay? This cute little chick head, it's so adorable. I'm going to make it into my own thing. So I'm going to say, I'm going to do for chicken lover with a graphic of a girl chick. Feel clucking fabulous. We're gonna do this. Feel clucking fabulous. I also hope no one's watching this with like a tiny human around and this sounds like curse words. I am not trying to curse. I try to keep it PG. You all know if you've been on this channel for a while. So I'm gonna use this element and we're going to copy paste it. I'm going to bring this all over. So I'm going to put feel, I'll put cluckin', and then we're going to adjust. I did like what they did with that, but I have to bring this forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here. We're going to bring this to the front. So that's above the head of the only thing is I really want that bow to stand out, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to bring this over. I do like this like back area type of spindle looking thing, but I feel like less is always more sometimes. So maybe I'll keep that. So feeling, I realize I'll add in feeling. So feeling, yeah, we're gonna edit this all once the colors look better, okay? Maybe I'll add this like here. I feel like a little tiny cluckin' is cute. I might change the letters here too. I do like matching colors. If anyone knows me, you know I like to match my colors. So we're gonna match these colors here. Yes, I really like this. I really, really like this.
2 seconds later.
I feel like I'm still not happy with that. So I may add a border to like make a cutout effect. This is something that I've done in the past that like, it kind of adds a little bit of that kind of more crisp detail. Like, I don't know why, I just like adding a cutout effect to these sometimes just to kind of give it that space that I like to see in designs. So unless I feel like this cluckin' is just it's not working anywhere besides maybe if I put it down here. So that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. So what I'm also gonna add, I may add a glyph here at the very end. So I'll put G, let's see what types of glyphs we have. Maybe I'll do like a, let's see. So if you haven't used a glyph before, it's basically this little fun, like extra whoop, swoop. I just said whoop. It's a whoop. It's a swoop. Maybe if I just made this larger and then put like, you know what? I feel like I'm having a negative space issue. That's the best way to describe what I am experiencing right now. I'll take off the border, okay? I'm gonna take off the border. Maybe a different like font. So let me just see if there's any other fonts. I think I really like this font. The only thing I don't like is the shading. So I'm taking it out. We're taking it out. And we're gonna fix this up a little bit. We're gonna fix it up so it makes sense. I feel like the pink, I'm still not so happy with the pink. Maybe I made the wrong decision on making it really bright, but maybe if I did do a text shading, yeah, I'd probably do no blur and just like a slight offset and angle. I feel like this is all angled to like this side. So we're gonna, oop, I shook my whole computer. So I'm just gonna angle it to this side and then I'll do the blue just to like accent it. So there still is this like negative space here. I may add, so maybe I'll just add this as like an accent because I do want to accentuate the clucking. Like I think that's really funny and it deserves its own moment. So I'm going to do like the pink shade and then I am going to send this to the back and then I'm going to make that so it's like centered there. I may move over our other things we have going on. I am just going to look up a different retro font. I feel like I could do just like a slight bit better. And then I'm going to do like the angle again, but I'm going to do it in this font instead. So I'm pretty happy with what I have now. Okay, you have heard me say that probably 10 times by now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play with the color palettes. So this is one of my favorite features on Kittl. So I'm going to show this how you can do this. So if you select the artboard, you go to browse color palettes at the bottom. You can scroll down and see all the unique color palettes. And I personally just really like this. I think it's like a really neat feature on Kittl. And I just like to play around with the color palettes to see like what different unique colors you can kind of swap out or change. I really like the kind of natural organic look. So maybe I'll do like a different, like I'll match the bow color and maybe I may make it just a slight bit, maybe pink. And then I'm gonna make the, did I do the right pink? Nope, I did the eye. I did the eye. That's the problem here. Okay, so I really like this. I really like how this came out. So I'm gonna download this as is. So when I download project, this is how we will download. We're gonna remove background, optimize quality. I'm gonna download just as a PNG here for this video. So now I'm gonna upload the PNG for our mug design. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So this is what I personally like to do for my mugs. Again, this is just what I found is a lot of customers do like the double-sided. I think some are surprised about it, but some are happily surprised. I will say it's like Bob Ross, happy trees. We are going to hopefully create a happy surprise for our customer because I know the left-handed people of the world really appreciate it when there is a left-handed side of a mug. I know I have friends who have said they really love when they see a mug that has double-sided. Henceforth, I try to keep it like that. So one thing to note, when you're doing mugs, keep this in mind. There's 2 pointers I'm going to give you. 1, you want to size the first one first. I kind of did this very quick, so I'm going to delete this and show you all again what I'm going to do here. So you want to size this. By sizing, I mean zooming in or zooming out. I like to have a little bit of space on the top and a little bit of space below, just because sometimes prints, if you have it like smack dab against the bottom, sometimes that can cause a printing issue for your print provider and it may not print. It's just good to have a little bit of space, in my opinion. That's just what I found. So as we can see, when I made this smaller, it's 822 dots per inches. So that's a lot of resolution. Usually 300 is the happy place we want to be, so 800 is great for this design. Now, the first pointer I have for you is to have the space, and you want the center of your first design in the middle where this line is, going down and bisecting the middle of my design. When you try to move it around, it's not going to show you you're in the middle, but you kind of have to like eyeball it. Once you place it, what we're going to do here, and this is the second pointer I have for anyone doing mug designs, you never want to duplicate and then zoom in or zoom out or enlarge the design or minimize the design. The reason why is because you want both designs to be the exact same size. So as you can see, I have this design here. If let's say I place it, let's say I enlarge it, I place it, this is not going to be the same size, and that can cause refunds in the future. So what you want to do is you want to take that design, you want to duplicate it. Now, let's say you realize after placing this here, hey, I don't like the size, and you want to increase it on one side. If you increase it on one side, you're going to have to delete it on the second side, delete that first one, and then I'm going to duplicate, and then we'll have the new size. So I still have space between these, and I'm pretty happy. So when we preview now, I'm just going to show how this looks as a finished piece, if you. Okay, so my camera just shut off, which told me I should wrap up this video here because it has been an hour. So in continuing in our video here, so on Printify, I will say I do like this mockup that Printify generates. Sometimes what I like to do is create my own mockup. So usually I'll buy a mockup on Etsy. I will create the mockup on Etsy as well through an Etsy mockup shop that I've purchased from. Some really good mockup shops I found in the past is Mockup Loft. Mockup Loft has a lot of really nice mockups as well. So just know I typically complete this with a high quality mockup image. I did want to get into SEO for the chicken lover niche. Now, Printify has really improved their AI SEO creation tool and software. I personally think they do a really great job now, given I still like to add a few different things. So instead of unique kitchenware, I would put homestead, farmer, maybe like farming wife as ideas. I'm probably going to take out, I like gift for, but I'll probably put this, I'll put chick bow. Bows are a really trending SEO keyword phrase. So that's why I'm going to add that there. I'm going to put gift for chicken lovers. So instead of fun, I feel like fun is kind of like a meh word. Like I don't know. Like I feel like fun was always a word that I wasn't allowed to use when I was writing papers in grade school. So I'm going to stick away from that. And I'm going to put co-worker leaving, maybe retirement gift. And then I'm going to take out, let's see, I'm going to take out animal enthusiast. I feel like I do like drinkware, but we're gonna be categorized in that anyways. So maybe I'll put sarcastic. Let's see where we're at. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. Maybe I'll take out the accent. Yes, we're in it. We're in it to win it, guys. So now what I'm gonna do here, I feel like maybe people are searching accent, but I feel like it's not often. I'm going to take out maybe home office. Birthday gift is good. Breakfast essentials, we're going to take out. Cute kitchenware. Yeah, I'll take that out. So what I'm going to do here is I will do, I want chicken lover for certain. So we're going to put chicken lover gift. Oh, I put chicker lover. So I'm going to put chicken lover gift. I'm also going to add coworker leaving. So this is a really good niche to target. I would also say manager, boss, retirement, retiree. So I like hitting the occupation niche. It's a very profitable niche, you will know. If you have watched my past videos, I always talk about the occupations niche. So this is a really great way for us to target that niche too. Maybe I might put also sarcastic, punny, tea lover. I mean, tea does work, but like chic decor will take out. So again, I would say like the Printify AI tool, it gives me some ideas, but I wouldn't say I use like for tags. It's usually very different on what I typically use. We have coffee mug, which is good. Cute animal mug, mugs being repeated. Maybe I'll put 50 fabulous day. So different way to write birthday because we already have birthday gift. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14. So I'm going to remove feeling fabulous. I like tea lover. I think it's a different variation. We have funny mug. We have mug a few times. Honestly, I'm going to take out coffee mug because we have coffee lover and we have mug. So I'm good with that. Maybe I'll put chick. I'll put coop because that describes it's a chick. Bow, and then coop I've seen in search volume. So outside of that, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to click on economy shipping. After I turn that on, I'm going to price this. So I'm going to edit the price. We're going to do a price of 20 $22.99. I think $22.99 is where I'm probably going to keep this. So if I have it at $22.99, just to give an example for pricing, and I get a sale at full price, that's $15.31. That's over 50% in profit margin. That's incredible. Now, given that's probably not going to happen all the time, just to paint a realistic picture, I'm probably going to be running a 25% off deal and flash sale. So that's about $10 a profit for a mug, which is still really good for 40% profit margin, which I'm happy with. So I'm going to do $22.99 for this accent coffee mug. We're going to apply this, and then I am going to publish. And we're going to view our final piece on Etsy in just a few moments here. Other thing, while I'm waiting for this to upload, there is a mockup generator on Kittl as well. So if I click Mockup, I click on the Feeling Cluckin' Fabulous. So I'm going to look up mug. I'm not sure if they have accent mugs, to be quite honest. I feel like that's the one thing I haven't seen on Kittl, but I have seen the ceramic mugs. So if you were to sell a ceramic mug, I feel like this would be a good place to maybe get a ceramic mug mockup. Yeah, it looks like they only have the white ceramic mug. So again, if you were to make like your own mock-up image and sell ceramic. So if I were to do that, so let's just do that real quick while I'm on it. Photo mug. So I'm just gonna look up their ceramic mugs. I'm gonna start designing. So this is again, another bonus for anyone just sticking around, hanging out with me. What am I doing? I just uploaded that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that same design. We're just going to speed around this. I'm going to copy. So we're just going to duplicate this. And then I'm going to show how to do a variation. So I'm going to save this. So now we can add the SKU to our listing. And the pricing's not going to matter. All I need to do is copy the SKU. We're going to save this as a draft. And now I'm going to refresh the page. Yes, we have it. So if I go to manage variations, for the variations, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit the colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put color/type. I'm going to put ceramic white, and then, well, actually I'll do ceramic all white. Ceramic all, oopsies. So I'll do ceramic all white, and then I'm going to click done here. And now I am going to apply this. So ceramic all white is going to show up at the bottom. I'm going to delete these. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy this. I'm going to put $14.99 for this one. We're going to do $9.99 for the quantity. I'm going to manage variations. We're going to edit. I'm actually going to do black accent. So this is going to be, maybe I'll put black handle. I think we can actually, this should all fit. This should all fit. So we'll do black accent handle. I'm going to put done. We're going to apply this. So now I'm going to paste in that SKU number of what I just copied a second ago. And now we have both on there. After that, I'm going to upload this one as well. And actually I can do kind of a different one too. I'm going to remove these, and then I'm going to go back to the images we had on this one. I'm going to download this one that we have because I think it looks quite nice. So I'm going to download this one as is, and then we are going to upload it once it downloads. It's taking a second today. So I have that one on. I'm also going to maybe do a different image for my mug because I think that one's nice, but like I kind of want a different one. I don't know. I probably only have so much battery left in my camera, by the way. I hope. Let's just do mug again. And I will do, that kind of looks nice, but I feel like with the punny phrase, I almost want to do like something as like fabulous as our little feeling clucking fabulous little chick. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do this one and I'm happy with this. Okay. So usually I like to have 3 to 5 different mock-up photos at minimum. So just keep that in mind if you are creating mock-up images. I also like to have an information card of some sort. So saying that it's double-sided is a really good card to have. I'm just gonna have this, the feeling fabulous, and I'm gonna apply this as is, and then we're gonna publish our changes here, and then I'm gonna show you the final piece and how this looks like. So I'm gonna view this on Etsy here. Sometimes, I don't know if anyone else has done this, but sometimes I like to look at this on private browser too. I think that's always fun to like see how it looks like. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. So this is our final piece, which is feeling clucking fabulous. And as you can see, color type, you can select ceramic all white for $14.99 or black accent handle for $22.99. And then they can add to cart. So that's it for this video. If you've made it to this point, I want to know if you watched this all the way through by typing down below in our comment section, I'm clucking, fill in the blank. I would love to heart as many of your comments as possible that I know who watched this in full. Besides that, I will see you all in the next video. I highly recommend watching this video next if you want to boost your sales and visibility on Etsy. See you guys.